What's up YouTube, Beastboy38 here. Today we're going to be talking about the top 5 things that surprised me in this year's NBA season. Now the NBA season is coming to a close and there were a lot of surprises that there are a lot of things that surprised me this season. And this video is inspired by Legend of Winning, channel link in the description. Definitely go check him out. It's a cool channel. I love his videos and I think you guys would too. But let's hop right into this top 5 things that surprised me this NBA season. The number one thing that surprised me was Kevin Durant's success with the Warriors. Well, let me go ahead and say this is not in a particular order, okay? It's just 5 things that surprised me. But one of the things that surprised me the most was KD's success with the Warriors. Now, Kevin Durant he signed to the Warriors in free agency last summer. And I didn't expect it to work out well for the Warriors or Kevin Durant at all, because Kevin Durant is another superstar who he just joined the Golden State Warriors. Who has who has Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green already there, who are like a big three. They're like a big three. All of them share the ball and they did well like that. But now they're adding another star who wants the ball, and so it has to change the whole flow of the team's scheme. And I didn't think that would be that would work out well for them. But I was surprised when I saw that it was actually working. Now the play of the other players, like the play of Steph Curry, his numbers have decreased because they added another superstar. So of course he wants to share the ball and be a good teammate. But I was surprised that that this worked out that well. The number two thing that surprised me was DeMarcus Cousins trade. I did not see that coming at all. I expected him to leave through free agency. I mean, that's what everybody was saying, I guess, or at least what I was saying. But he was traded to the Pelicans from the Sacramento Kings. And at first, I didn't think that was a smart trade for the Kings. But looking at them after the trade, I could see kind of why they did that. And they have built their roster with a bunch of young players that are getting time to develop, and that could be future. They could make a run for the playoffs in the future. Now, the Pelicans, on the other hand, have been doing okay. The experiment kind of hasn't been working out. It's been improving every game. I mean, it's kind of hard. You have 2 really good big men on the same team and an okay point guard in Drew Holiday. But I can see the Pelicans getting better in the future. And I mean, this is only the first season, or they haven't even been together for a full season. So this is to be expected, but that really surprised me. And another thing that surprised me was this year's draft class. Now, last year's draft class. I don't know how to put that, but yeah. The draft class was just hyped up a lot. I mean, they were calling Brandon Ingram the next KD. I even had some people telling me that Chris Dunn was the next Russell Westbrook. But this draft class has not been it hasn't like really impressed me at all. The number 1 pick, Ben Simmons, got hurt. Brandon Ingram is inconsistent. He's getting better. He is only 19. And Chris Dunn is only averaging about 3.9 points per game. Now that is just sad. Now Buddy Hield, in my opinion, is the best player from that draft class. He can be inconsistent too, but he can pour in a lot of points, and he has good size for a shooting guard, and he's a pretty good player in my opinion. And I was expecting the draft class to be better. I mean, if the players were better and Ben Simmons got hurt, it wouldn't be that disappointing. But it's still kind of sad to see what happened with this year's draft class. So, I was expecting a lot more out of them. But I guess that's not what we're going to get. The Heat were a team that really surprised me. After losing Dwayne Wade in free agency over the summer, I lost all hope in the Miami Heat. He carried them to the playoffs on his back. He spent a long time with the Heat, and he came to a disagreement with Pat Riley over his contract. So he went to the Chicago Bulls, and I did not expect the Heat to do good at all. I expected them to be at the bottom of the Eastern Conference, but the Heat went from 11-30 to the 7th seed in the East, which is a huge surprise in my opinion. Goran Dragic has been a standout. Deion Waiters has been a standout. Hassan Whiteside has been a standout. Jamie Johnson, Wayne Ellington, Tyler Johnson, all those players have been a standout this year for that team. And I can see them getting better in the coming years, picking up some more players. I can see them getting better and making the team better so they can have a legitimate push for trying to be a title contender. And one of the most surprising things for me this year was the Oklahoma City Thunder. Now, the Oklahoma City Thunder is my favorite basketball team. I did not know if you guys knew that, but that is my favorite team. And they really surprised me this year. After losing KD at free agency, I knew we weren't going to be as good of a team as we were. I knew that we probably weren't going to get as much wins because all we had left was Russell Westbrook. But we picked up Victor Oladipo, and I said, okay, so Westbrook has a sidekick. He has someone to help him that can handle the ball and score points. But this season, Oladipo hasn't lived up to the hype that I thought he would. I thought Oladipo would be better, but he really wasn't. So, I don't know. And then we went in free agency to pick up Westbrook, to pick up some more shooters to add to the roster. And we picked up Doug McDermott, who really hasn't been like, I expected way more out of McDermott. A sharp shooter, good three-point shooter. He can shoot from the inside. But he just hasn't been that this year. I was really disappointed in him. And Taj Gibson has been a pretty good forward for us this year with the boards. I think he's going to improve over the summer. And I'm expecting Coach Billy Donovan to go pick up some more shooters and more ball handlers for Westbrook. And a better backup point guard after we traded away Cameron Payne to the Bulls. Even though he wasn't that good, I still think that he's better than Samaj Kristen. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. This is again the top 5 things that surprised me this NBA season. And this video again was inspired by a legend of winning, also known as Low. I will leave his channel link in the description. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and I'll catch you in my next video. Peace.